What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JB Sports back again with another one. We got breaking news, everybody. We got breaking news. Kevin Durant is going to sign with the Brooklyn Nets. 4 years, $164 million contract. Kyrie Irving is going to also sign with the Brooklyn Nets. 4 years, $141 million contract. DeAndre Jordan is also coming along for the ride, and he's going to sign with the Brooklyn Nets. And another signing, Garrett Temple is going to sign a contract with the Brooklyn Nets too for $22 million. I think it's a 2-year deal for $22 million for Garrett Temple. But the biggest news of the day is Kevin Durant is signing with the Brooklyn Nets. He's leaving the Golden State Warriors. You know, I told you this, guys, in a previous video that I thought Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving would end up in Brooklyn, and that's my prediction came true. Again, Kevin Durant has signed with the Brooklyn Nets. 4 years, $164 million contract. And Kyrie Irving is going to be there too. 4 years, $141 million contract. In all likelihood, Kevin Durant won't play next season as he'll be trying to recuperate from Achilles, from a ruptured Achilles. But they will have Kyrie Irving there next year along with DeAndre Jordan and Garrett Temple. So Garrett Temple is a defensive specialist out of LSU. He's played around multiple teams, but he's a good locker room guy. I don't know. I assume that he's probably good friends with Kevin Durant, along with DeAndre Jordan. DeAndre Jordan is very good friends with Kevin Durant. As you all know, Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, they both are very, very good friends, very tight. So it looks like Kevin Durant is pulling the page out of LeBron James' decision-making playbook as far as getting guys on the team that he's very good friends with. As you see with LeBron James, he's done that over the years with Cleveland, Miami, and the Lakers. Don't be surprised. And this is another little tidbit I'm giving you guys. Carmelo Anthony, don't be surprised you see him with the Los Angeles Lakers. And don't be surprised you see J.R. Smith with the Los Angeles Lakers. Both of those guys are very good friends with LeBron James, veterans, especially if them guys are able to sign Kawhi Leonard. They're not going to have that much. They're not going to have really any more cap space. They're going, they have to sign players for the veterans minimum, and those will be guys that they'll be looking at. J.R. Smith is more than likely going there. Let me just make a prediction. J.R. Smith will be with the Lakers, and Carmelo Anthony will be with the Los Angeles Lakers. But again, man, breaking news: Kevin Durant has signed with the Brooklyn Nets. 4 years, $164 million contract. Like I said, he got hurt in Game 5 of the NBA Finals. And you notice after he got hurt in that game, he did not go and get treated and looked by the Golden State doctors. He flew to New York, and when she flew to him and his manager, they flew to New York, and he got a doctor out there in New York to look at his knee and perform surgery on his. Look at his Achilles and perform the surgery on his Achilles. He didn't have the Golden State Warriors doctors do the surgery. He had a doctor in New York. Didn't even let, from what I heard, didn't even let the Golden State Warriors doctors actually do an MRI or do any kind of medical exam, any kind of examination on Achilles. They didn't do anything. Like I said, right after he got hurt, I think the next day, him and his businessman, they flew to New York and got with the doctor out there in New York. I think it was Kevin Durant's personal doctor. Maybe the doctor that I don't know if it was the same doctor that gave him that second opinion and gave him the okay to go along and play in Game 5 of the NBA Finals along with the Golden State Warriors doctors. But it was a different doctor than the Golden State Warriors doctor. It was a doctor in New York that performed the surgery. So that kind of gave me a heads up, man. When I seen him do that, I said, man, he's probably not going to sign back with the Golden State Warriors. And like I said, I made a video a couple of days ago letting you guys know that I felt that him and Kyrie was going to the Brooklyn Nets, and that's how it's going to play out here. So that's what it is, man. Just giving you some breaking news, man. Like I say, the free agent officially kicks off at 5 o'clock Central Time, 6 o'clock Eastern Time. It's going to be a lot of stuff going on, man. There's a lot of rumors. I'm going to give you another quick tidbit on Jimmy Butler, man. I think it's a two-team race. I think it's a two-team race between the Miami Heat and the Houston Rockets. I give Houston Rockets the edge in that two-team race. But he's going to meet with Miami first. today. He's going to meet with Miami, and then he's going to meet with the Rockets tomorrow. But he's looking for a max contract, and it seems to me that the Rockets and I believe the Heat are the teams that will pay him the max contract that he's looking for, and it would be in a sign and trade scenario. The Rockets have a deal in place to trade Clint Capella to a team. If I had to guess that team, I think it's the Sacramento Kings. They got a nice young team, nice young backcourt back there with the point guard out of Kentucky and the shooting guard out of Oklahoma. I think they got a deal in place, but if they're only going to pull the trigger on that deal if they're able to land Jimmy Butler in a sign and trade with from the Philadelphia 76ers. So again, Jimmy Butler is looking like a two-team race: Miami Heat and the Houston Rockets. Quick thing on Kawhi Leonard. They say the Lakers are a serious threat, so I didn't think the Lakers really had. I really didn't think the Lakers had a chance. I thought the Clippers were the team that he'd probably be looking at along with the Raptors. But from the reports I'm hearing, they're saying the Lakers are a serious threat. So I think the Lakers have moved past the Clippers as a real serious threat to sign Kawhi Leonard. So I think it's going to come down to the Los Angeles Lakers and the Toronto Raptors. We'll see what happens, man. But if he stays with the Raptors, man, the Raptors have a lot of contracts that's coming off the books next season. And if he signs with them, man, it'll be him and Lowry could leave, Gasol could leave. It'll be like Kawhi Leonard and a couple other players on that roster. So they would have to almost rebuild that team after next year. So I don't know if Kawhi wants to be around with that. He would have to get some kind of, I think, assurances that Lowry will be there and Pascal Siakam will be there long term. And as of right now, that's not the case, man. Like I said, after this upcoming season, they will have like 3 players under contract if Kawhi Leonard signs a multi-year deal with the Toronto Raptors. So we'll see what happens, man. I think the Lakers. I think he's gonna sign with the Lakers, man. They're gonna have a 3-headed monster: Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis. And for all these people saying the Rockets should stand pat, they're looking at another situation like with Golden State. You got this super team over here with three guys that's in the top 10 in the NBA on the same team, and it's going to be tough to overcome that amount of talent. So, you see what Daryl Morey is trying to do. He's trying to load his team up too. You bring in Jimmy Butler along with James Harden and along with Chris Paul. Chris Paul has lost a step. He's not the same player, but he's still, to me, probably a top 25 player in the NBA. And you bring them three there, and you get if you can develop your bench and get a decent bench, which is going to be hard because you have all your money tied up in them 3 players, but you'll at least be on the even playing field with the Lakers as far as superstar for superstar. They probably have a little bit more talent overall. Their big 3 is probably more potent than your big 3, but at least you'll be in the same ballpark as they are. Because right now, if they Rockets bring back that same team and the Lakers get Kawhi Leonard, they'll be the prohibitive favorite, man. The Rockets couldn't call themselves the favorite, thinking that Golden State with the injuries and Kevin Durant leaving for Brooklyn Nets, we're going to be the team to beat by default. That wouldn't be the case if Kawhi signs with the Lakers. So we'll see what happens, man. But again, Kevin Durant signs a 4-year, $164 million contract with the Brooklyn Nets. This is JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend. Holla.